Welcome back, everybody. My name is Marilee Burnett. I am your tarot reader and astrologer. Back again with your messages for the week of June 26th of 2023. If this is your first time visiting my channel, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button and give me a big thumbs up. It will help me grow my channel and reach more people with these messages. If, again, you haven't been here before, I will start with a summary about the astrology for the week ahead, and then we will get into drawing a tarot card for each one of the signs. Make sure that you listen to your sun, moon, and rising sign for the week ahead. You will find that blended together, those three will give you a pretty good understanding of what you can expect from the energies for the entire week. And it's another pretty calm week compared to some that we've been having. But if you were paying attention to what was happening in the world over the weekend, you might see things get even weirder on Monday as that square between Mars and Uranus becomes exact. So those are, again, just weird, strange activities. There can be more volatility. There can be fighting, explosions, accidents. So whatever you were working on through the weekend, whatever just seemed to be so strange and bizarre, or if you were accident prone all weekend, expect it to reach a peak on Monday. And then that energy will begin to dissipate, but we shall see what other weirdness we have in store for us as those two meet and cause us to change our perspective, if not make some physical changes as well. As the week progresses, we really have a lot of harmonious energy going on out there. Mercury will speak in harmony with the nose as it enters into the sign of Cancer. That means in the week ahead, we will have, a lot of conversations that are very heartfelt and sentimental. In fact, for the next several weeks, as Mercury goes through here, you're going to notice a change in the tone of even the messaging that we get from other people and other sources. It's a lot more heartfelt when we have Mercury going through the sign of Cancer. Some more really positive energy as the week progresses is there's a couple of beautiful grand trines this week, even though they're brief because they involve the moon. But the first one is a grand water trine, and that happens with the sun as it speaks in harmony with Saturn, that is still retrograde, and then the moon joins in. So the 7-degree mark of all of the water signs is activated. So there is this wonderful, I like to call it like a ooey gooey chocolate chip cookie kind of feeling to the day on Wednesday that just makes it super enjoyable. There's always an opportunity when you have a grand trine, so you want to make sure that you take advantage of this really wonderful energy and this emotionally fulfilling opportunity that presents itself to you. At the same time, we have this, again, beautiful healing energy happening between Venus and Chiron, both in fire signs. So again, something very heartfelt that when you engage in, as far as an activity or healing opportunity, really has you feeling good. And that happens mid-week for us. So that's a nice change and some really feel good energy that I think we're going to very much appreciate. A little bit of tension will basically round out the week end. So we have Mercury joining with the sun. If you've been following me, you know whenever Mercury and the sun speak closely together, it's called cazimi. So this is an opportunity for Mercury to be cleansed, and then it will move on past the sun. And when it does this, depending on how you like your mind to be highlighted, it can, for some, cause some stress and anxiety. And for others, you get brilliant ideas, aha moments. You feel really successful with your ideas and your plans, your communication. Maybe traveling is really exciting for you. So it really just depends on how you tune into this. Since it's in a water sign, if you feel stressed at all, this is a really good time to do water work. Go get a pedicure, go for a swim, go for a walk by the water. Anything that you can do to engage in that feel good emotional energy that'll help balance out the uber focus on your mind. But it still speaks in harmony with Saturn, both of them together. So I think Saturn is that stabilizing influence, should help keep things calm and not be too extremely stressful. The two also are speaking in harmony with Jupiter. So whatever this is, it's a pretty big opportunity that gets presented to you, and you do not want to miss out on it. Then we have the second of our grand trines. This one's in the fire signs. And this one could be a little more interesting because we have the moon in Sagittarius. We have Venus, who's been riding along very closely to Mars, but is not ever going to get exactly conjunct before she starts her retrograde motion. But on this day, as they also speak in harmony still with Chiron, Venus is exactly square to Uranus. So here's another perspective to whatever occurs on Monday. Instead of the fiery, action-oriented, aggressor Mars energy, now we have this more loving, fun-loving, passionate energy that meets up with this surprise that Uranus is going to present to us. And we'll see what else we have to learn and what else we need to be changing. So that's going to be some interesting energy over the weekend, but Venus isn't harsh in her squares. But of course, with Uranus, you just never know what to expect. So be prepared, expect the unexpected. And as usual, whenever there's square energy out there, something has to change. If you take the steps to make the changes yourself, they are usually a little bit more bearable. All right, so that is a quick overview of the week ahead. Now, let's get a look at what you can expect based on what the tarot cards have to say. Watch for your sun, moon, and rising sign in order to have a good overview of the entire week ahead. Now, your rising sign is what you will typically see showing up in your day-to-day life. Your sun sign you're aware of, maybe your close friends are aware of seeing these things happen as well. And then your moon sign is definitely your emotional experiences and perspective for the week ahead. So let's get started with Aries. Well, Aries, this is a beautiful week ahead for you where you're feeling very much supported and financially successful. Ten of Pentacles, whenever we see this card, it is the conclusion of a financial goal you have set for yourself or set for your family. And as a result of meeting this obligation or achieving this goal, you will be able to actually start on a new one. But for now, Aries, you are feeling happy and successful and financially secure in the week ahead. So congratulations and enjoy it. Up next, we have Taurus. Taurus. You have some decisions to make, and you may have been sitting on this decision for some time. And the thing about it is, all you're doing is keeping yourself stuck. You're staying in limbo, and truly just decide one way or another and start moving forward, because any opportunity we have to experience life, it doesn't matter which path we choose necessarily. Each one will offer us a unique experience. But you're not going to think your way out of this one, right? You're just going back and forth over and over and over again, trying to get this decided for you, and it's not helping. Go with your first instinct. Make the decision. Don't regret it, and move forward. You will be glad you did. In fact, you might actually be rewarded for it. So choose, move forward, and then deal with whatever comes next. But staying stuck is not the answer. Gemini. Three of Pentacles shows up when you are likely to be working with an expert or a mentor, somebody that is going to help you expand upon whatever you're currently working on. And it could be something related to work, because these are pentacles, right? So it's something to do with your finances, something to do with your craft. And working with this mentor, this expert, is really going to help you elevate your current level of experience, that you have. So be open and don't be afraid to ask for help, right? This is a great time to reach out. Maybe it's a mentor from the past even, and ask for their advice and their feedback. And then as a result, you might too also see some kind of a financial reward this week. Cancer. So the Hierophant shows up when we are working on things that are somewhat traditional in nature. Sometimes this can be about weddings. It is you being guided by a higher power. It is the number 5. So this organization that you are working with this week is going to bring about change for you. Whenever we have the major arcana cards, it's usually a pretty significant event as well. So be open to it. Watch for the signs. See where you're being guided. As usual, pay close attention to your intuition. You've got both the Sun and Mercury going through your sign. So those ideas, those inclinations that you're getting, don't ignore them. Follow them through. And look what big changes show up for you. As we move into the sign of Leo, you are dealing with the King of Pentacles. As a reminder, all the court cards are a number 1, and they bring new opportunities for us. So when you are working with the King of Pentacles, this is that person who keeps you grounded this week, who has some solid advice for you as far as your finances go. And they will help you tone down a bit your fiery energy so that you can take a close look at all of the information in front of you before you make a choice about, maybe it's a financial investment, perhaps it is a new career opportunity. You've got Mercury giving you big ideas. You have Mars and Venus in your sign. So you definitely are feeling fired up and passionate, as you always do, but even more so right now with lots of opportunities. And you're, of course, feeling this very interesting and strange energy from that square to Uranus. So be prepared for something interesting to happen this week, perhaps presented to you by the King of Pentacles, that changes your life in a weird way. And up next we have Virgo. Virgo. With the Ace of Pentacles, again a 1 card with the Ace, you are being presented a new opportunity. This is the hand of God handing down to you some new financial opportunity. Even though you get offered something, you still are the one that has to take action. It's good to not rush in because, again, Pentacles are earth energy and they do require us to slow down. And with a little bit of the intense energy, especially at the beginning of the week, if this opportunity shows up, then you might be thinking you got to snap it up and react quickly. But actually take your time with this. Make sure that you go, in depth into all the details, right? That's what Mercury, your ruler in Cancer, is telling you. Is like, hey, pay attention to your intuition here. It's not just what you see in black and white. There might be more to this opportunity than you know right off the bat. So slow down, take a look at it, and then follow where your gut instincts lead you. Up next, we have Libra. Another 10 card. So this is something that you're not financially, emotionally fulfilling in your family life. This is a really beautiful time to celebrate with family, definitely achieving a goal that is heartfelt. Could be something involving love. Maybe you are attending a wedding over the weekend. Perhaps somebody is getting engaged, having a baby. There's definitely something to celebrate in your family, and it's going to really feel good this week for you. Again, the 10 brings you to the end of a chapter as far as this emotional experience goes, and then a new one can begin. Scorpios, you're almost done with the South Node. And as a result, you are dealing with the King of Cups. So another king, another 1 energy, and the Cups is this person who you meet this week who presents you with an opportunity to, again, follow your heart. So this person is very intuitive, very comfortable with expressing their feelings and their emotions. And when you meet them this week and they make this offer to you, it's going to feel good. And with it being cups is water, of course you are a water sign, this is something that you're going to be very comfortable with. And whatever it is, this person presenting this to you is going to help you have a new beginning that is emotionally very fulfilling. Do not look a gift horse in the mouth. Trust that what this is true and good, and follow through with whatever is being presented to you because you're going to feel really good about it. Sagittarius. When we see the 3 of Swords card, it can be a little disconcerting because there is something that does cause us a bit of pain. But it's not meant to last. You don't have to stay stuck in the pain, but from this disappointment, we can obviously move on and other opportunities will present themselves to us. So the 3 of Swords, that 3 energy, when we get the 3, it is a connection with our creator, with our creativity. So if you find this week that you have this disappointment, channel that energy into something that you love and enjoy. Is it baking? Is it writing? The swords represent our thoughts and our words. Maybe this will be tied to when that Mercury and the Sun are Kazemi in the sign of Cancer. Cancer energy and that Sagittarius energy, they make a weird angle and a difficult connection, and maybe because of that, things are just not going the way that you would like them to go. But do know that there is sunlight that follows the rain, and this too shall pass. Capricorns, for you this week, we have the Four of Swords. This is a reminder that you can't just work all the time. And when the Four of Swords presents itself to you, this is a reminder that you too, workhorse, can actually take a break, and it's okay. So the week ahead for you is one to rest, to meditate, to do yoga, to just take naps, to just give yourself a break from having to always be busy, work. So take some time out for yourself, rest, recuperate, and let other people help you. And you will end up having an amazing week ahead. Aquarius. So Aquarius, with the Seven of Cups, we have choices to make. And that seven energy is that internal energy that requires us to go within and make these decisions, not from the flashy things that we see in each of these cups, but within. What does your gut tell you is the right choice to make? Don't be fooled by the words people are saying or the empty promises that they are making. This is something where you have to connect to your intuition before you make the choice. And as long as you do that, whatever you choose is going to end up really providing you with a pretty amazing opportunity. Trust your gut. And last but not least, we have the sign of Pisces. Okay, I might be crazy, but I swear we had this card for you last week as well, which would be very interesting. The moon is, of course, another major arcana card. It is this energy of the 9 and something that is coming to a close in your life because of information that is being revealed to you. So the moon reveals its secrets to you, and as a result of that, you have a choice to make. There's more than one person involved in this decision that you need to make, but you really need to just listen to your intuition and trust it. It is something that you're really good at as long as you just believe that you actually know what you're talking about and that the signs that you're getting are true. These are real guides and angels that are presenting you with opportunities, and you just have to follow through and take it. Now, when I get repeater cards for a sign, it does mean that this is something that is a carryover from last week. And so that would mean you have not finished the work. And that's why it's coming up again for you. So somebody who is listening to this had an opportunity last week that they didn't follow through on. And so it is coming back to say, no, listen, we are guiding you. You need to make a decision based on the information that we're providing you. And let's not make it a week 3. All right. Very interesting, as usual, are the cards of this week. If you need a little bit more help, of course, I would love to work with you. Now we are midway through the year, believe it or not. And it's a good time to check in and look at what the rest of the year has in store for you. Shortly, we are going to be back into the energy of, believe it or not, eclipse season. But before we get there, we have work to do with Venus retrograde, with the nodes shifting, and we have a really intense week coming up when those shifts happen in the third week of July. So if you haven't done so yet, or you're not on my mailing list, go to my website, link will be down below, and go check out the July articles. So when I put out the articles for the month, I include the monthly horoscope, which is a breakdown for the key events happening by day throughout the month, and an in-depth look at the new moon and the full moon for that month as well. I actually already have August out there, so if you really want to get a good look at what's coming up, check out the August information as well. And we're having still a lot of fun with the Sippin' Stars group. We have a couple of weeks before our next new moon event. But if you'd like to check it out, again, I'll have the link down below here where I give a live astrology session about the sign that the new moon happens in. I let you guys ask me questions, and then I read the charts of those who are live and on the call. You can sign up to attend, and if you can't attend, you can still just watch the recorded version, which will still help you understand how to craft your new moon wishes for that month. So I hope to see some of you there. I'd love it if, again, you subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Give this video a thumbs up and a like. And I'd love, again, to read your comments. They help me make any changes based on your suggestions. So thank you for giving me time out of your day to listen to these messages and share them with someone you think might need to hear them. I so appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing week ahead, and let me know how it goes. Talk to you soon. Have a great day.